if you are in your wealth accumulation stage of life, which means that you're income dependent, you can't just stop working today and you're perfectly comfortable, then you want to protect that income. So, the first couple of steps that we plan on is trying to really build up the foundation. So, imagine that you are in a house, right? And or you're about to go buy a house and your realtor comes up and says, "Hey, let me show you the house. We're going to talk about the foundation first, and there's a big old crack in the foundation, but don't worry about it. It'll be fine." What are your first thoughts on that?
Hmm.
Right? Exactly. So we want to look at the foundation. The foundation is, what is your protection? What have you done to make sure that you don't fall through the cracks? You don't end up on GoFundMe, or your family isn't literally begging strangers and the generosity of strangers to help take care of you. So income protection, and that's where that disability insurance is. Income protection is so important, but also having an emergency fund, having cash savings that you are not going to touch. Those are the two basics of defensive planning, or building up your foundation in life. Okay, the next one is life insurance, because we've got disability in case you have a what if you live scenario. But what if you die? If you've got people that are dependent on you, if you've got debt that needs to be owed, do you want to leave that burden onto somebody else? Do you want your family, if you have kids, do you want them to be able to live life like you were still there? Should they have their car paid for, or their college paid for, or their down payment on their first house, or wedding payments? There's so many different things that you consider, and that's all part of your what are my goals in life, right? Our future planning. So we look at what our future is, and then we plan accordingly for the worst kind of bumps that could happen. Once you have that in place and you're solid on your foundation, then we're going to look at your current life. What's going on in your current life? Do you have anything in the next 3 to 5 years that you want to do? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to renovate your house? Do you want to put a pool in the backyard? Is it time for that kid's car to come up, or any other major purchases that you have? So let's make sure you're planning for that, but we're still putting aside just a certain amount to look at the future, right? We can't just really pigeonhole ourselves or put our blinders on and be, okay, this is it. This is all I'm going to worry about, and I'll think about the rest later. It has to be kind of integrated within each other. And so it's a step-by-step process, and you definitely want to take all those steps, and you want to know where your future is headed. But those are the first kind of steps that you want to start with. Make sure you have a strong foundation. Then you're looking at optimizing your dollars, anything that's coming in